Hello everyone, welcome back to Bits and Bob's Divination. My name is Caitlin and today we're going to be doing a very fun one and exciting one to look into your next big quest, the new journey that you're going to be embarking on, a new adventure to begin. So let's go ahead and get started and see what's on the horizon for you. Alright, so welcome back my beautiful kindred spirits and everyone new who's joining me here maybe for the first time or one of your very first times here on this channel. It's wonderful to have you here. If you're interested in the readings that I do, I put out new readings every single Monday for you to enjoy, so that's about 4 readings a month. And each of those readings could be anything from a timeless reading, a monthly blessings reading, predictions, 2-week readings, as well as ones on love, career, spirituality, and so much more in between. Today we're going to be looking into your new adventure, but if you're interested in subscribing, feel free to subscribe and join this Kindred Spirit community so you can see each of those as they come out. But also, if you've been here for a while, feel free to hit that notification bell as well so that you can be notified of when I put these readings out each Monday so that you don't miss out. So as I said, we're going to be looking into the journey that you're going to be heading on, a new journey, a new quest, a new exciting adventure, whatever really resonates in terms of the wording. Thank you to my nephew here, as the piles that we're going to be looking into have different Minecraft people and different pieces from his own Minecraft set. So that the reason why I wanted to use Minecraft was just the idea of the expansiveness and exploration that you have when you're a child and how you can really play, and that can continue to happen in our life now, that we can go on an adventure even if it's just to the grocery store. That felt like an adventure as a kid. So how can you keep bringing that wonderment into your life? That's also within these piles. So I'm really excited. Each of them are very different but also have some overarching ideas, so feel free to see what comes in for you. But here for pile number 1, we have a little Minecraft person with sort of this jack-o'-lantern head. They're also using a bow and arrow as their enchanted weapon of choice, and then to kind of protect themselves on this adventure. And their little buddy here is a little bee. So that is pile number 1. For pile number 2, we have this little bee character. So we have another bee theme. But this one, they are using a sword. They have wings. They have sort of this little bee mask or costume, or maybe they're a bee themselves, who knows, with this little flower as their little sidekick and enchanted item of choice. But there you are for pile number 2. And lastly here for pile number 3, we have another character here. This one is all armored up in silver and gold armor. They are using an axe here for their enchanted weapon. And inside here, or next to them rather, for their little item of choice, it is a treasure chest. But I think it's interesting that in this treasure chest my nephew decided to put a fish and some random little fish food or something like that, so that might resonate for you as well. So there's a little fish in there. So that is pile number 3. So as always, feel free to take your time and see what comes in for you. But before you choose your pile though, let's go ahead and take a deep breath together so you can connect with your intuition, play with this wonderment, and see what comes in. So let's go ahead and take that deep breath together here now. So as always, there's no right or wrong way to choose your piles or adventure in this case. You can choose 1 pile, 2 piles, all 3 piles. You can choose a pile, flip-flop, change your mind. Whatever really resonates and works for you is totally fine. The timestamps will be down in the description below, as well as within the chapter marks of this reading and video. So if you're ready, you can go ahead and head to that. But if you would like to stay here for 2 more seconds, I just want to invite you to the Instagram community that I have as well. I do a lot more over there, and I show a lot more of myself over there as well in terms of my practice, my spirituality, my magic, and things like that. So if that's something that interests you, if you're interested in random little card pulls or with your own empowerment or my spirituality, then definitely check that out down below. I would love to connect with you even further there. You can also see the offerings that I provide there as well for the paper that I offer, as well as the private readings, and snail mail readings. So there's so much you can see there. Currently for the holiday season, I don't have any offerings out at the moment because it is quite busy at the holidays, but I will be having more coming out in January, so stay tuned there. If you'd like to support this channel even further though, during the holiday season, definitely check out the Kindred Spirit little tip jar that I have down below, as any tips are very much appreciated. So thank you so much for watching and for listening to that little bit, but here you are. Let's go ahead and get started with pile number 1. Hello group 1, if you've decided to choose this little pumpkin person as well as this little bee, then this is the pile for you. I'm going to set them down right here for you so you can see them during the reading today. I love the adventure vibe that we have with them, as we're going to be looking into your next quest, your next journey, your next adventure, your next inspired idea, whatever it is. We're going to be looking into that using the charms, the watercolor affirmations. We're also going to be doing a casting to do a yes or no question. So if you have a question in mind for this, or if it arises as we go through the reading, definitely keep that in mind and send that in, because we are going to be doing a yes or no casting. We're also going to be doing a casting to see timing on when this new adventure is going to be coming in, as well as using lots of different oracle decks to get advice and energy. We're going to be really kind of flying through this reading because when I think of adventure, it just feels very fast paced, but we'll see, maybe yours will be a lot slower. So I don't know, I'm just feeling really ramped up. And we're going to be using all of those different oracle decks, so those will be listed down below in the description. And we're going to be using the Everyday Witch Tarot as well. So yeah, if you are as excited as I am, then feel free to send your energy in, get settled, get ready, get excited, and let's see what your next adventure is that's coming in for you. Some more details on that. So group 1, what's your next adventure, quest, journey, and where's it leading you? So first off, we have here the Lover's card. It has the number 6 on it, which does represent harmony. It can also represent things coming in that are of equal importance, or an equal balance. But let's go ahead and keep looking. So group 1, what else do you have coming in for your adventure for the next... Okay, so we also have the 4 of Cups. I wasn't sure about this card. It was like sneaking into like my subconscious there, but there you are with the 4 of Cups as well. This can talk about feeling kind of bored, stagnant, like nothing's happening, or that anything that you're doing, you just feel like your efforts aren't being... Like even if you're doing a really good job, even if you're getting the money that you're wanting out of a job or out of an experience, or the memories are coming in, it just doesn't feel fulfilling. So there may be something brewing that's going to be creating something that's more fulfilling, that actually brings you love, that brings you this sort of like reawakening, or like this feeling of like just like putting kindling back to the fire where it wasn't before. So definitely excited about that. I don't know if I was feeling this Justice card or not. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep it. So we have the Justice card coming in as well. And that also is the number 11. That can also talk about like wish fulfillment. 11 can also talk about balance as well, seeing as it's 2 like same numbers. But there you are with the balance side of this card. This card also has this feeling of like, the effort you put in is the effort you're going to get out, is what I keep getting here. So I feel like there's also this change that's happening within this, where I almost feel like you're learning to make choices in your life that actually lead you to what you want. Because I feel like right now you're almost sort of rolling through life, like you're kind of like not in the driver's seat, you're just sort of passive. And right now I feel like you're being put into the driver's seat. You're making the decisions, you're making the choices, you're deciding the structures. So this is a lot bigger, right? Because the Justice card and the Lover's card, 2 major arcana cards that are coming out, as well as this 4 of Cups, so a major arcana. But we're going to see what else is coming in here, but it definitely feels like your next adventure has a lot to do with possibly something having to do with actual love. So you could be actually looking for love in your life if you feel like you've just been not getting fulfilled in that side of, even if you're in a relationship too, that you just feel like it's not very fulfilling, or it's just you're feeling very passive through the relationship, right? Like it just keeps rolling, but it's not really fulfilling you. This could happen with a career. This could really happen on any aspect of your life, but something is feeling very stagnant, very stuck, and you're being offered a choice to start making new choices. Every single day we are offered choices to awaken ourselves, right? I keep getting awaken, like you need to wake up and see that there are choices available to you. There are opportunities constantly around you where you can start making a choice. But if you keep looking at what's not working, or just looking and thinking, okay, well, that didn't work, so I'm not going to do that again, or there's just feeling of just stagnation, but you're almost just allowing it to continue. So your next adventure has a lot to do with just starting to make those steps, starting to create that fire again, that like fire for life. So, okay, let's get some more on the how, or more on just what's going on here. So we're going to look here with this spell casting oracle. Definitely send your energy in, and we can pick up on even more here for you. So group 1, this one just slid right out. So we have peace. So I've been talking about action, making choices, making choices that will help you to bridge this like gap you have with life. But we are also getting peace here. So it doesn't have to be something that's super like intense. The choices that you're making doesn't mean you have to like switch jobs to have this happen or come in. It can be smaller steps, but the point is that those steps are leading you to something that makes you feel more at ease, because there's even like this anxiousness that's also coming from the way that this person is being portrayed here. They seem to be like kind of anxious also, like maybe they're not producing what they want, or things aren't coming out the way they want. There's a perfectionism as well. So if you're feeling less of the stagnation and more of this like idea of perfectionism in your life right now, and you're wanting to change that, shift that, make choices away from that, I think a lot of it comes down to letting go of control, realizing that it's not always going to be perfect. There's going to be dents in the cup, there's going to be chips, but those can actually be things that we can embrace and enjoy about life, that may give you peace. So definitely see what comes in with this card. I definitely want to get some more information on it. So we're going to look into the 2 cards here from this deck, from the Celtic Lenormand deck, to get a little bit more information on this piece. Some clarity, please. So group 1, some clarity. I take that one as well. So first we have the ship. So the ship is all about action. It's about travel, action, actually getting off the shore, picking up the anchor and making a step forward. We also have the 10 of Swords here, as well as the 3. So the 10 of Swords tells me that something maybe is coming to an end. This is going to be maybe kind of having to rip the band-aid off as well. And then 3 talks about not having to do it alone, because 3 has a lot to do with working in a team, or working together with someone in some way. So like I said, you can kind of see someone offering this to you. So you're being offered choices every single day to start making the ship actually materialize for you, right? You're being offered the wood for the ship. You're being offered the sails. You're being offered the wind. It's not all going to happen maybe in one go. You're not just going to like get this opportunity all in one big sum, but it seems that it's coming in for you to actually set sail. But you're going to need these little steps to get there. And I think it can be a more peaceful process than you maybe are thinking. We also had on the bottom here the number 5, as well as the 7 of Cups with the tree. And this is there's 2 different trees in this deck. And this tree specifically is like the tree within winter. So this is like more of that holly side of things. This is winter hibernation. So things don't have to move very quickly. So I don't feel like this is going to be happening very quickly, this new adventure. I think it's going to be small choices that are going to make a bigger impact than if you made one big like leap. But I do think that that leap is on its way, right? Like I said, instead of doing a leap, you're building a whole boat, which is going to be far more resourceful long term as well. So yeah, we also have the number 5 here. So that's telling me that there's more need for change. So a big part of your entire pile here is just finding opportunities in your life to move forward, but also ones that are choices that are made from either to create more peace in your life, because maybe you're feeling that anxious side of things, but also with the Lovers here, it's to create more fulfillment in what you're doing. So if you feel like maybe it's just giving you peace and you're feeling, yeah, this is peaceful, this is nice, but it's not like really giving you what you want. It's not like really giving you the love, enthusiasm, and excitement for life. And that's what I'm getting mostly from this Lovers card. You can't see it as like an actual relationship or lovers or love for yourself, but I'm really seeing it as like you brewing love for life again. So making choices, making time to enjoy not just like the small things in life, but also just like the opportunities that are arising for you. But I want to look into some advice for you as well. So let's see what advice is coming in for you from first. We'll do the Whispers from Within Oracle. So we're going to look into this one. It has usually a lot of different phrases and things we can look into. So let's see some advice for group one here for how to get yourself moving, maybe how to move out of this stagnation, or any advice maybe from these opportunities that are coming forward. Ooh, that one flew right out. So let's see. We have here vacation. So like I said, you may actually be traveling because we had that ship come in. So you may actually be traveling somewhere or seeing someone. But there is vacation here. Plan a vacation that is restful, relaxing, and affordable. Release worries about your work or responsibilities and allow yourself some time to relax. Like I said, there seems to be this hibernation or slowing down effect with this piece. But stagnation means that it doesn't mean that things aren't happening. It's just that whatever you're doing isn't fulfilling. So you can still be slowing down, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're stagnant. It can just mean that you're taking things at a slower pace, but it can still be fulfilling, if that makes sense. But we'll keep seeing here. We have plan a solo trip, choose a vacation, partner or group wisely, spend time near moving water to recharge. A vacation is on the horizon. So see how that comes in, see which one was really calling to you most. But like I said, we had that ship. So there is this idea of even maybe financially planning for it or starting to make those steps. If you've had like this idea on the horizon for a long time of like, I've always wanted to see, even to see a partner or to see a friend or someone you've never or rarely have the time to see, like for a long distance side of things. There could be also that coming in, a new adventure in that. Where you finally get to meet them, finally get to see them, but you have to start making the steps to make that happen. It's not going to magically like show up to you. It's going to have to be something you manifest into your life. But I want to see some more, so we're also going to look into some advice here as well. Woo, that one flew right on out. So we're going to see, am I carrying myself with love? This is the Kill Deer card, and it says strut. So this is about like strutting your stuff too. So if you feel like things just really haven't been as fulfilling, a lot of that also might be that you're kind of like sheltering yourself or holding yourself back too. So it could be that you're making yourself smaller to make something work in your life, to make a relationship work, to make a career opportunity work, to make something happen, that you're kind of like, it feels like you're just like kind of putting yourself in a bubble or holding yourself back from your true potential. And you know this about yourself. I think you know that you're kind of stunting your growth, and instead of stunting it, you need to like strut your stuff, show people who you are, put yourself out to the world. And that can be vulnerable. That can be also very freeing. So see how that resonates for you. We have, am I carrying myself with love? So this also makes me think like, are you carrying your opportunities with love as well, from a loving place, from not only peace? And when I first got this card, I was confused by it, but now I'm seeing that it's more so less about like trying to create peace in your life, but it makes me think of that like feeling of like you're almost trying to tiptoe around situations, keep the peace, make people feel good. People pleasing is almost what I'm getting from this peaceful card. And I feel like you need to start making opportunities and start on this new adventure towards a vacation, towards meeting someone, towards these smaller steps, towards whatever it is you're trying to manifest, because it seems like you're trying to make something come to fruition, whatever this boat is, this new adventure is for you that you're feeling called towards. But you're being called to do it in a way that is specifically for you, or for those that you love, because it can't be coming from a place That is to keep the peace, because if you try to just keep the peace, you're never going to get on that boat. That boat's never gonna ever leave the dock. You might even build everything you need, have all the money, have all of the resources, but you may never actually push the boat off the shore. And that's going to come down to having the strength to just be like, okay, maybe this isn't your cup of tea, maybe that's not your cup of tea, but this is what I want to do. This is what my life is leading me towards. And it seems that there's like this thawing that's going to be happening over several months to get to this point. So I'm going to pull you 2 more things here with 1 more of these cards, and then we're going to pull a watercolor affirmation. But do stay tuned, because we're going to be casting some charms to get even more like smaller details on all of the cards. And then we're also going to be looking into yes or no question and specific timing for this adventure. So let's see. Some more advice, information coming in for group 1 here. For this new adventure, new quest, new journey that they're going to be taking, and how to like actually get themselves off the shore. So we have breathe, slow down and contemplate the tea, violets, and ivy tangled around the eaves. So there could be something about also when you're gathering these resources, like I said, I feel like you're feeling stagnant, but I think it's about just shifting your mindset, taking a second to reevaluate your situation. Maybe right now you think that things, or you're currently feeling very stagnant or feeling very unfulfilled, but you may already have a lot of the resources and things you need available to you, but it's almost like you have to thaw the snow here to actually see it. It really makes me think of this specific situation that happened to me when I was a kid, where I lost my my scarf when I was a kid, and I didn't know where it went. I just lost it on my way home from school. And then when the snow melted and thawed in spring, and I completely forgot about it, all of a sudden I saw it on my walk home, and it was just sitting in a pile of rocks. So I feel like there's something that's hidden within your environment right now. Maybe it's something that you haven't looked at in a while. Maybe it's time to look back in the attic, dust some things off, look into your situation and see if there's something physically in your space or in old journals or notes that are like leading you towards what this is. So if you're like looking at all of this and being like, okay, this is a lot of advice, but what even is it that's going to make me feel fulfilled? If you're kind of questioning even what that is, it could be that you just need to resurface something. Something's just been kind of hidden from you. Maybe you've hidden it yourself, or it's just gotten lost in the chaos of life, or just, that cloud that covers our eyes. So I think by taking down, right, because it says tangled around the eaves, I feel like something's just sort of been tangled up and you haven't been able to see it. So taking a breath, meditating on the situation, dusting, physically cleaning your space to find this could be really useful for you. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and pull a watercolor affirmation and move on to the charms. So let's see, group 1 here. What do we need to see for an affirmation for this new quest that they're going to be setting sail on? We have dive into the deep. That's getting me more of that feeling of needing to dive deeper, see, look, and look deeper. And then don't forget to play. So when you're doing this, making sure that it's coming from a place of play, from exploration, from imagination, seeing more than you thought was ever possible. So there just might be more hidden depths to your situation than you are even allowing yourself to explore, right? Like I feel like sometimes when we get into a stagnant space, we feel like there's just nothing available to us. We just feel so meh and blah that we're not able to see the potential that's around us. So allowing yourself to play in the moment, to imagine more, to daydream more, and to bring some more creativity into your life is going to also help as well. So I'm going to go ahead and leave these here, and we're going to go ahead and cast on the cards. And with these charms, definitely see what comes in for you. Take a second and really look at them, because I obviously can tell you everything I'm seeing in the cards and the symbolism and everything, but at the end of the day, there's always going to be hidden little symbols. So definitely look for those. See if you can dive a little deeper. Also, if you're liking the video and these readings so far, definitely give this video a like. It really does help. But let's go ahead and move on to the charms. So, group 1. Okay. So honestly, I was not feeling a ton of charms for your pile. I felt like a very specific few that were just lying at the very bottom. So I'm going to zoom you in so you can see what we have here. There was nothing that fell on this breathe card, so you don't have to worry about that other than a piece of dog hair in case that resonates for any of you. We have the letter J showing up here near this person that's been offering you this cup. So there is the letter J. That could be a person's name or another hint in that way. We also have the number 5 showing up next to plan a solo trip. So that's about change. 5 also can talk about conflict or transformation. So it can be, for me, I'm getting sort of this conflict. Like I said, you're trying to keep the peace and maybe you feel like you can't go it alone, or this is something that you've never done, an independent journey, a new quest that you've never done before. Maybe it's just specifically for you, but that is coming up. We have more vacation vibes because we have here the Eiffel Tower with Paris showing up here next to vacation and the ship. And then there's something about cutting of ties because we have here the scissors charm. So this is about cutting ties or making space to actually make this happen. It happened near plan a vacation that is restful, relaxing, and affordable. So it may even be that maybe you have to allow yourself to not spend too much money and start making financial choices to make this vacation happen. The other thing too with the Eiffel Tower is when it was built, it was something that the city actually disliked, wanted it taken down, and nobody liked it. And over time, that opinion has obviously changed, and now it's such a big monument towards the city and brings a lot of tourism. So it's about people also changing their minds. So if you're kind of wanting to keep the peace, there seems to be this idea of something changing their mind or you changing your mind to just make it happen, especially since this piece seems to be something that's feeling very heavy to hold as well. Over here on the last card and the last charm that we have here, we have a little dragonfly. So this is about something that is just giving you a little bit of luck in the wind, luck in communication, and just feeling a lot more confident in the direction that you're taking, and that you can always shift and change when you need to, because this is all about making quick shifts. If you've ever seen a dragonfly, they're like boop, 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 boop. So I feel like you're making quicker shifts and changes so that you can start carrying yourself with more love and carrying yourself with more choices that are fulfilling for you. And all it takes is one little switch of that flick, right? Changing a yes to a no, saying this or that. Those can make very big butterfly effects for us. So instead, this is your dragonfly effect. So I'm going to leave that there, but we're going to go ahead and do your yes or no reading. So I'll see you here in just a moment. All right, so welcome back. We're here set up for your yes or no reading. So first I'm going to do your yes or no question, and then we're going to come back and see some timing possibly on that yes or no question or for the adventure that you're heading on. So let's first start with your yes or no. So send in your question here. It has to be a yes or no question for this to really work properly, but feel free to send that in. And now that we are ready to go, the answer to the yes or no question for group 1 on this new adventure, we got better. Super exciting. So here you are with better. So this is a specific type of casting that I got from Charmed Intuition Tarot, and she had yes, no, and maybe try again, but she also had better. So it's not just a yes, it's something that's going to come out better than you even expected. So that's super exciting. Let's see also when the timing is. So send your energy in as well for timing. This could be months, weeks, a specific date in a month. See how it resonates for you. But we have here this one. So we have here the number 13. So like I said, this is slower growth. It's going to take about a year, or it's going to happen on the 13th of something. Depends on what you're feeling. But here you are with the number 13. So it's going to take over a year or over 13 months or something like that coming in here. So I hope you enjoyed this reading here with me and found it to be very beneficial for you. If you did, do let me know by liking this video, and let me know in the comments down below how this resonated. If you enjoyed this type of reading style here today and this type of reading, I'd love to do more like this one. But if you did, do let me know. Feel free to subscribe if you are new and join this community to see the readings I put up every single Monday. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I will be doing some more private readings and other offerings, so check those out on my Instagram if you want to support this channel even further. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hello group 2, if you've chosen this little flower as well as this specific Minecraft person, then this is the pile for you with the bee and the sword. We are going to be looking into your next big adventure, your next quest, the next journey that you're going to be undertaking, and how to get there, and any advice you might have coming in. So we have a lot that we're going to be playing around with this one. We're going to be using the charms, the watercolor affirmations, as well as several different oracle decks over here, which I'll have listed down below for all of the materials that I'm using and the different divination tools. We're also going to be looking into a yes or no question. This could be a question that arises as we go through the reading, but it can also be a yes or no question that you already have in mind. So if you have that, feel free to send it in. We're going to be doing that with a charm casting, and then we're also going to be looking into the timing of this specific adventure that's coming in as well. So there's a lot we're diving into, so I'm not going to take up any more time here at the beginning. If you are settled and ready to go, we're going to go ahead and get started. But here we are with the Everyday Witch Tarot. And let's look into this new adventure that you have coming in, new journey, a new exciting quest. So first off, we have the Two of Swords showing up here. So the Two of Swords talks about making kind of a quick decision, a decision based entirely off your own intuition and just knowing, and the resources that you already have available to you, and just really feeling through that. So there is something about a decision being made to make this start happening, but that's going to kind of be a catalyst for this new adventure and quest. Is the first step that you're going to need is to make a decision. Let's see any other steps or energy coming in about this new adventure or quest. Definitely feel, I love it. I love the word and language of quest. It just reminds me of my childhood a lot, but yeah, journey, quest, enchanting, exciting, magical experience, whatever it is. I just feel like you're heading on some new journey. So let's see. Send your energy in. We also have here the Knight of Cups. This one just slipped right through my fingers, something maybe about slipperiness. But there you are with the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups has a lot to do with, obviously you can see all these love hearts, so it has a lot to do with like a very emotional person, a person that is very much driven by their love for people, for their love for life, for their love for being enthusiastic. They can be a very like charming kind of person. So we're going to see what else is coming in here. This could be someone in your life that's helping you make this decision or might be a part of this new journey, but I want to see a little bit more. This could also just be talking about how you're feeling driven about this new experience that you're going to be heading on. So let's see, group 2. What else do we have coming in for group 2 here? We also have the Seven of Cups. So there definitely is something about needing to make a decision to have this be the catalyst of whatever you're bringing in, to start taking the steps to make this happen. But here we are with the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups, as you can see, they have a plethora of different options available to them. You have a castle, you have a heart, you have, knowledge. You have so much you could be choosing. And I feel like you just don't really know what to go on. So maybe you have so many adventures in mind. Maybe you have something for career, something for love, something for family, something for yourself, self-care, blah, blah, blah. And you're just kind of like, you don't maybe know where to start. So there's something about needing to be decisive, choosing one from your intuition, maybe even sometimes when I can't make a choice and it just feels very up in the air, you have to make a decision either entirely from your intuition or from something that you're feeling fully called to, but you're not allowing yourself to have it because you have so much you want to do that you're not allowing yourself to put all of your eggs in one basket in a way. So what I like to do whenever this happens is when you have to make a decision and you ask, or at least I do this, or I will ask my mom to put them both behind her back, and then I have to choose one. And sometimes you choose one, I'll say you're the one that's in your left hand, and she'll pull it out and I'll look at it and be like, well, never mind, I really wanted the one in the right hand. Or you're celebrating because you're really excited that you actually got the one in the left hand. But sometimes you didn't know you wanted one more than the other until you had someone literally blindly kind of ask you that question. So maybe you need someone in your life or some sort of situation in which you can have that be a catalyst of making this begin. So maybe you're like, oh no, I want all of these cups. But it may be that you need a little bit of a nudge to be like, okay, maybe I don't need all of the cups. Maybe I'm actually just feeling this one. So there is something about needing to find that for yourself. This Knight of Cups also can be talking about possibly more of a romantic message, but take it how it resonates. I really feel like this more is about just leading from your heart and just really heading towards what you want from the heart space. But let's see what else is coming in. I want to get some more information and keep on rolling. So we're going to see from this spellcasting oracle and see what comes in for you. Feel free to send your energy in. Felt this card right here. So here we are with truth. So like I said, you may not know the truth of what you want yet. You maybe need to put a mirror up and actually see it. So I've already kind of talked a bit about this, but it also can be that the adventure that you're on is for something about seeing something from a truthful perspective, possibly even like because we have this mirror, it can be something more to do with like looking for inner truth or looking within to find an answer. But yeah, I think this one is going to be very different for everyone, what that truth is. But there is sort of a quest for truth. Either a quest to see what your true opinions are, your truth, your real beliefs in something, what is actually driving you in life and what is really making you put yourself in the driver's seat. But there is something about truth coming in here. Also, because there is this dawn, it's making me think of like a new dawn as well. Something to refresh your truths coming in. So maybe there's a new beginning and a truth that, or a belief possibly that you've kind of held on to for a really long time and that may be shaking up and changing. I feel like that energy has been coming in for a few of the different piles lately. So see how that resonates, not just like for this reading, but if you've been watching my past readings and that's been coming up a lot, then you probably know what I'm already talking about. But let's see a little bit more. I want to look into this Celtic Lenormand deck. Let's see 2 more messages here just to get some more information on this new journey. So group 2, this journey and quest for truth. Let's see. So we also, interesting, I don't normally feel very called to look at the, I think it's more of a nun sort of figure here, but you can see and interpret it how you feel. It could be someone veiling or something like that, just someone who's very spiritual. And then we have 36 as well as the 6, 2 different 6s, as well as the 6 of Wands showing up here, but there is the Celtic cross. And so this doesn't necessarily have to be something that's more Celtic, but it can just be talking about a spiritual journey or going on a journey for truth, like within your beliefs, within your religion, within like those bigger overarching themes that kind of like tell you if you're feeling like a good person or if you're doing the things right in life, or just your personal values, beliefs, religion that you follow. It can also be, like I said, more spiritual, but there is something about changing up that path, or that can be part of this new journey that you're heading on, that cup that you may be wanting to be a part of. It could also just be someone else that's coming into your life and shaking up that truth, shaking up those beliefs, and seeing how that resonates as well. But let's get one more card here for group. Just one more card. We're going to look for one card here. One more card for group 2. Feel free to send your energy in. So we also have the key. That's exciting. The key talks about having an opportunity. It's already open to you, this door. You don't have to go looking for it. You don't have to go looking for a ton of resources or making this happen or having to like schedule things or asking for a ton of help. This is already available to you right now. To start making these shifts, to start making these quests for truth happen in your life. So here you are with the key. It also has 33 as well as 8s. There's this like 333. There's also a 6 element, 7, 2, and a knight. But yeah, there is something about 333. coming in here. We also have the Eight of Pentacles. So just because you do have the key doesn't mean it's not going to be hard work to, when we start shaking up our beliefs, that's shaking up a really big foundation within us, right? But the thing is, I feel like you're possibly just working off beliefs that just are outdated for you. So I don't feel like this is feeling like you're having to like strip back something very painful, but it's not that it can't be, but I just feel like you're kind of just already feeling open, right? Because you have that key. You already feel like the door is open for you to do this because your mind's already open to allowing yourself to start making these shifts. So I don't think you have to go through, not that it's not going to be like a lot of effort, but I don't think that it's going to be something that is going to cause a ton of like resistance from doing so. Like, I don't feel like you're going to be resistant to just starting this because I feel like it's a journey you're already on or already wanting to start. So let's get a bit of advice now that we kind of really know what's coming in here. You choosing, making a choice, and that being the catalyst to open this door to almost that being the catalyst as in the key to open this door to truth, to open this door to new religion, to new beliefs, or even starting a new religion or starting a new value system for yourself, some sort of overarching idea like that or spiritual idea that is driven from a place of love and driven from a place that's going to be more fulfilling from where you were before you cross the door to where you are now, or will be as you head on this adventure. So like I said, let's look into some advice. We're going to look first here with the Whispers from Within Oracle. So group... I'm dropping a ton of cards, but I am feeling this one. So we have calling in your tribe. I don't really love or resonate with the idea of saying tribe because of my own personal values and beliefs with that. But here we are with calling in your tribe, and see how that resonates. It's basically just calling in, like I said, your spiritual, or rather kindred spirits, like I call you guys, you're my tribe or kindred spirits, the people that just feel really connected to you. But here you are. It says, call in your tribe now by asking spirit to help you. Find unique ways to meet more like-minded people. Make changes to your friendship circle now. Take time getting to know someone. Focus on self-improvement to attract positive people and relationships into your life. So this has a lot to do with relationships, and I wasn't sure at the beginning if this, I feel like it's a bit of both. With this Knight of Cups, it's telling me that like the decisions that you're making, right, they have to come from a place of love, but also underneath here you can see there's like this shark underneath. So just because you're feeling a lot of love and you want to give that love out, maybe you're changing your values on who you're giving that love to. So there may be a change up or shift in your quest for truth in terms of your friendships, in terms of the people you allow into your life. And it's not saying necessarily that you need to get rid of people, but maybe you need to put some boundaries, because maybe you're the type of person who puts, you may be a water sign within your sun, moon, or rising, but I really feel like you might have like your heart on your sleeve and you don't really allow yourself to protect yourself from those types of people who are trying to kind of just steal your energy and are not as like-minded. You might also just have, right, because it says find unique ways to find more like-minded people, so it may be that you have to go open yourself up to new people to start coming into your life too. That could be part of your new quest, is new friendships, new people, because maybe your values have changed. Maybe your values have shifted in a way that your friendships just don't feel as fulfilling, or they don't feel as authentic. So you need to have more authentic relationships and friends in your life if you're feeling that way. Otherwise, it's just to continue to be cultivating those in your life and calling in those types of people energetically that are going to help you continue to grow versus feeling kind of stunted or even taken advantage of. So yeah, let's keep going. I want to get some more advice here. We're going to look into this specific deck with the Prairie Majesty Oracle. So feel free to send your energy in. Group two. Any more advice for group 2 within these new friendships that they may be, and this even can be within a partner or a I'm gonna grab this one, but it could be with a partner or with your family even, so whatever kind of relationship you're feeling. It even can be a past version of yourself too, if like you need to call in the things that like actually called to you now, right? Because if you're starting to change up your truth, starting to change up these parts of yourself, and you're growing and evolving from who you were before, it can also be that you just need to allow your past self to be your past self. You respect them, but you're ready to grow and transform beyond that. But here we are with burn wildfire. So if you've ever seen like a prairie, they have to kind of do a burning so that the prairie can continue to grow. So here it says, what is ready to go so I can grow? So this is it's not like a wildfire that is just wild and free and it's, very dangerous in that way. It's more of a controlled fire. Like, what do you want to let go of? And I was just talking about that with your past self. So it may be a version of yourself or parts of yourself that you're just ready to part ways with. And that's going to be very important to you. So I feel like your specific journey and quest that you're on, like I said, it's a quest for truth. So it's not going to be something that is physically very like easy to understand. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, you're getting a new job kind of thing. This is much more personal, much more spiritual, much more like overarching themes within your life that are going to make impact as you keep going. So there's something that you need to let go of so you can walk through this door, so you can open yourself up to new opportunities, because you're holding on to too much, holding on to too many ideas, holding on to past relationships that are not fulfilling for you, or that you're being taken advantage of. And so you're growing into a person who is stronger and can withstand, the wind of the prairies, can withstand wildlife that is like eating at the prairie. You can withstand like that feeling of indecision. So there is this new truth, and that truth is actually going to give you so much clarity, not only like within your mind, but also like it's going to clear your space, clear your friendship circles, and clear what isn't growing for you anymore. Because if we keep those weeds, we're going to keep those weeds, right? And they're not really going to benefit us. But I want to keep going. So let's see your last two cards. I'm going to get you a watercolor affirmation, but we're also going to look into one of these. And then stay tuned, because we are going to do a charm cast onto the cards, as well as look into timing and your yes or no questions. So let's keep on rolling so we can get to everything here for you. So group 2. So we have strength. Interesting. So we have strength here. It says, don't let weeds and thistles cultivate your garden. I was just saying that too, right? Like it's taking up space. They're taking up space in your garden. These old truths, these old beliefs, and they can also be beliefs that we've gotten from friendships that are kind of like, you think that you're following your heart, but really you're just following what they're wanting you to do. So it seems to be like this, like you need to follow your truth as well, and learning what that even is, learning who you are and what you stand for. Not because someone else said so, but because you have the strength to stand up for those that are growing for you. So very interesting that you got strength. Don't let the weeds and thistles cultivate your garden. Let's see what else we have with a watercolor affirmation here. Group 2. What do we have? Group 2. Ooh, a couple just fell. So first we had pay it forward. As well as turn the page and 2 sides to every coin. So there's 2 sides to every coin. Like I said, have a conversation. There could be, like I said, you don't have to necessarily cut ties with old friends, but you might need to cultivate a conversation that can be engaging and maybe, having to be a bit challenging, but you might be challenging someone in their beliefs and what they really see in the world and their values, and those can be really difficult conversations. They're not as easy as saying, how are you? It's not as automatic as that. So there might be, 2 sides to the story. You might get more from that. But also with turn the page, it's also about needing to turn the page, needing to make a shift, needing to move from one version of yourself to another. And then you have pay it forward there. So there could be some advocacy that's coming from this pile as well. But let's see with your charm cast. So I'm going to go ahead and let you send your energy in here in a moment. But before I cast the charms here, if you are enjoying this video so far, please be sure to give this video a like. It really does help, and I appreciate it so much. But also feel free to pause at any time and take in what small symbols and things that are coming in that I maybe aren't picking up on, because it is a collective reading, and see what comes in for you, because those are going to be really important to you as well. But let's keep going. So group 2, what do we need here? Okay, so we have a few different charms. I'm going to zoom you in so you can see. Here on strength, we have a couple that fell here. We have the bull. So this is about feeling possibly very stubborn and keeping these weeds, or these weeds are very stubborn, they don't want to leave. But there is this feeling of wanting a restart because we have the Simba, the young Simba. So this is about wanting to start over, take baby steps and walk into that. You want to grow something from a new, fresh perspective. There also is here next to that shark and the key, a cycles charm. So it seems that you keep going in a cycle with them. So it may be that you need to break the cycle, turn the page. We have, again, a freezing effect. This is about something feeling very frozen in time. It's not moving forward. You feel chained by it. And that is at the turn the page again. And near the turn the page, we also have the it takes a village charm. So this is about your community. So again, there's something that needs to change. Maybe you're in a specific environment right now that just isn't really cultivating the truth or embracing the truth that you want to embrace. And that's part of your journey right now as well. Especially since you do have near the wildfire charm, the change up your style charm, because this is like a charm that I got from one of my friends, and she kind of came up with that meaning, and I feel like it has a lot about she wanted to change up her style. Maybe this isn't something that she's into anymore, wearing this type of jewelry, but she tried it out. She gave it a go. So there's something about needing to make space to just try things out too. Maybe this isn't something you have to have set in your mind forever, like you're going from one version of yourself to another, but there is this weird gray space. So I feel like you're starting to play around in that gray space. There's two sides to it. And the last charm we have here is the little screw. So this is about having the tools in order to make this happen. Like I said, you have the key, you have it already available to you right now to start shifting and making these changes to go on this quest of truth. So those are all of your charms there. Feel free, like I said, to pause if you need to, but I'm going to go ahead and clean this up and we'll go ahead and get to the rest of your reading. Alright, so here we are for your yes or no question. We're going to do that here in a moment, and we're also going to look into timing here in a moment as well for months, dates in the month, how long this might take to kind of come to fruition. But first, if you have your yes or no question, feel free to send it in, and we're going to see the majority for this specific reading and see what comes in here for you. So here we go. Group 2. What do we need to know for group 2's yes or no question? Alright, so here we are at no. So depending on what you ask, that could be a good thing, a very different thing, but there you are with no. See how it resonates for you. Like I said, it is the majority, so we'll see what comes in. And we're going to also look into timing. So what is the timing for this new adventure and quest for truth for group 2? Right, so here we are with 8. So this could be the 8th month. This could be 8 months from now. And it could also just be the 8th of a month, like the 8th day. So see what comes in for you. There you are with the 8, and it's also orange. That may resonate for some of you, but there you are with your entire reading. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please be sure to give this video a like and let me know in the comments down below how this resonated for you. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And also, if you are enjoying these readings, and if this is maybe your first reading as well, feel free to subscribe, as I put out these readings every single Monday, and I wouldn't want you to miss out. So feel free to hit the bell as well so you can stay notified on when I post. But thank you for being here, Kindred Spirits. I'm very excited for your new journey. Like I said, it's not a very physical one or one you can tangibly understand, but I do think it's going to be very impactful for you. So wishing you the best on this. If you are interested in a private reading, I will be doing some readings here soon, so do stay tuned on my Instagram if that's something you're interested in, because I will be opening those back up and offering some more things after the holidays. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the support. Thank you to everyone who also has been sending in tips and donations and just sending in that kind of stuff to keep this channel running down below. But thank you so much, and I wish you the best in this new journey. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, Group 3. If you've decided to choose this armored person with this little axe, as well as the treasure chest with the fish inside, then this is the pile for you. I'm going to set them here so you can see them during your reading, as today we're going to be looking into your next quest, your next journey, your new adventure that you're going to be heading on. We're going to be looking into a lot of different things using the charms as well as the watercolor affirmations. We're going to be using the charms to actually cast on the cards today, which has been a lot of fun for me. We're going to get more details with that. We're also going to be using a lot of different oracle decks, which I'll have all of the materials I'm using and definitely those in the description down below so you can see those. The tarot deck we're using today is the Everyday Witch Tarot, and on top of the cards and the charms, we're also going to be doing a yes or no reading. So if you have a yes or no question already in mind, then we're going to be looking into that. But you can also maybe have one that comes up with the cards and the charms and see what comes up for you for a yes or no question. So it may arise as the reading keeps going, but we'll be looking into that, and a timing message as well to see how many months, days, or other timing messages for this to come to fruition. So like I said, we're going to be doing a lot here, so I'm not going to waste any more time here at the intro of your pile, and we're going to start moving on. So if you are settled, ready to go, excited and enthusiastic for this new adventure, let's begin. So send your energy in here, and here we go. The adventure on the horizon for group 3 here, group 3. What do we need to know for group 3 for this new adventure, this new quest that they are embarking on? Group 3. Okay, so first off, we have the 8 of Pentacles. This may be something more career or work related, but there you are with the 8 of Pentacles. Also, a lot of hard work is going to go into whatever it is that you're cultivating and embarking on. So let's see a little bit more information here. There's also a mixing and mingling feeling with this card as well. We also have the 3 of Pentacles. So the 3 of Pentacles is a lot about work as well, contributing, working together, a new perspective as well, taking in ideas from other people, getting insight, collaboration. Yeah, so those are some of the key words. We're going to keep going to see some more on how they connect. So group 3, there we are with your final tarot card. Let's see here. So here you are with the 2 of Pentacles. So we have all Pentacles. We have the 3, the 8, and the 2. So this is definitely more career related or something related to physical actions that you're taking, physical health, or physically and tangibly experiencing whatever this is, this new adventure is. There with the 2 of Pentacles as well, this talks about finding balance or juggling a situation that maybe even feels a little bit still up in the air. Maybe you already have something in mind. Maybe you're making a shift in your career. Maybe you're starting to want to collaborate with others on a new project. Maybe you're mixing and mingling 2 different types of communities, possibly. There's a lot that could be coming in here, but there's a lot to do with mixing, mingling, contributing, seeing a new perspective, and also maybe feeling like it's still up in the air. That maybe you're not really sure if this is the right way to go, or if maybe you should try this. There's a lot of experimentation within this new quest that you're taking, this new adventure, but I definitely want to get some more information on it. Like I said, it definitely feels more career or tangibly based, but let's keep going. So send your energy in. We're going to look into the spell casting oracle here. So group 3. Interesting that you got the 3 of Pentacles too for group 3. Group 3. What do we have coming in here? Of course, you got career. So it definitely feels very career based. What I love about this specific card too is it talks about that idea of climbing a ladder, but it's climbing a ladder to create better growth for yourself. So there is something about climbing a ladder. But what I think is interesting is you have this specific tree, but it's all by itself. So I think a big part of this new journey that you're taking is maybe you've been climbing this ladder of career, maybe on your own, or You're ready to reach out to other people, branch out from just what you know, right? You're starting at this trunk and you're ready to branch out, but you're not really maybe sure how to do that. It seems kind of wobbly, very experimental, and you're going to make mistakes. You're going to maybe ask for the wrong people, or you're going to contribute with people that just don't work for you, or you're going to make things that maybe you guys aren't 100% proud of, but you're going to be putting in a lot of effort and a lot of time and a lot more excitement, because you're going to be working with people that, and new opportunities that rather, get you to where you want to go. So there's so many different options for your career right now. You could take so many different paths. And I think that right now your new adventure and quest and journey is going to be full of a lot of footfalls, a lot of pitfalls, but you're going to finally branch out from what you've known. So maybe you're heading on a new path within your career for a new project that you're starting. Maybe you're asking for help from people that you don't normally. Maybe you're doing like paid partnerships, or maybe you're an entrepreneur and that's like something new for you, but there is some new path that you're heading on and it's uncertain, but I think that's kind of the point. So embrace that part of yourself. I think there's going to be more good that comes out of it and more learning experiences than if you just went the straight and narrow. So yeah, I already love that for your pile. Let's get some more information with the Celtic Lenormand cards here. So group 3, what do you have coming in with this career? First off, we have the tomb, or the burial ground rather. So this talks about kind of like the death card, where it's like a transformation, new beginnings, putting something to rest so a new beginning can come in, because this is a new moon coming in here. We also have the 9 of Pentacles showing up, as well as 8. So that's giving me more of career cards with that Pentacles, because we have so many Pentacles. We have 4 now showing up. So there is something about Pentacles. 8 is also a money number. So again, it's about putting maybe a old job that wasn't fulfilling, or allowing yourself to change up your environment, change up the projects that you're taking on. There's just like this big shift, or maybe it's small, but it feels really big, like it's going to make a bigger shift over time, that is going to allow you to try something new. Because I think that wherever you're at right now, it's not that it isn't fulfilling or isn't good, but I just think you want something new. You want to explore something else. So let's look a little deeper. So we also have the sun. The sun talks about like confidence and clarity. So I feel like, honestly, I just feel like this is just like you finding more confidence in your career, opening yourself up to new opportunities, opening yourself up to new people, new partnerships, new playfulness is, okay, that's what I'm getting from this card, is playfulness. The idea of sacred play coming back into literally play within your career. I feel like it's not that you're not getting fulfillment out of it, but I feel like it can be even more fulfilling if you get to play and kind of get more enthusiastic about what you're creating with other people. They're going to bring something to the table that's also going to create more clarity on whatever it is that you're heading towards. Maybe you've been having questions, or you're wanting to ask for help on how to make this happen, how to even begin branching out, right? Because we were talking about how you didn't feel possibly very, like, you felt like everything was up in the air. So ask for help as well, as coming in with this 3 of Pentacles, this feeling of like needing to get the answers and clarity from people who want to help or have already gone through a similar experience in the field that you are, that might be helpful. We have the number 31 showing up here, as well as the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is a new career opportunity, another Pentacle card. So that gives us 5 now. There's definitely something having to do with career, having to do with your physical home even could be changing up, your physical space could be changing up, but because we got career, that's just what's coming in so strongly. So see how it resonates. It may not be specifically career for everyone, but this feels very much in the physical realm. But now that we kind of have what the energy of all of this is, let's look into what specific advice you're getting in. So let's look into some advice from the Whispers from Within first. So let's see some advice for group 3 here, for any advice for this new journey and adventure that they're heading on, this new career opportunity. Be kind to yourself. Interesting. So we have do the best that you can today. Well, and okay, first let me bring this up so you can actually see it. But here we are with be kind to yourself. Do the best you can today while honoring the progress you've made so far. Use the lessons from a situation as opportunities to improve. And that's what I was talking about earlier, where I feel like you're trying new things, you're failing so that you can grow. Reevaluate and manage your expectations of yourself and others today. Allow yourself time and space to heal. Acknowledge the validity of your feelings today. Mostly I'm getting those first two, or even three, where it just feels like there's something about like you're feeling like you need to expect like perfection even, but it's time. This new adventure for you has a lot more to do with mixing, mingling, physically also mingling and networking with people. And allowing yourself to make mistakes. You're going to make the wrong potion. You're going to put the wrong ingredients together. You're going to make it a really weird stew for yourself, but you're going to enjoy the experience. You're going to enjoy that you're trying something out, that you're branching out from what is known. And I think that that's going to be the highlight and biggest importance of this journey for you. Let's see some more insight for that. So let's keep going. I want to look a little bit deeper. So group 3 here, flying. So I'm going to take the one off the top here. Interesting that I said flying as well now that I'm looking at it, because it says here, or rather is a specific bird. It is called a dixicil. I'm not exactly sure here. I'll put it up in case you want to look into that later. But it says here, am I singing my song? And you have warble. So this one is about making sure that others also that you're collaborating with, you may, like I said, you may be reaching out to people who are in a similar field as you or doing something similar to you, but making sure that the journey that you're heading on is one that is also led by like your heart, led by like what is your song, making sure that what you're doing is original material. You may be taking a little piece from here, maybe taking a little piece from here, but you're stitching it all together, right? This whole card is really, really calling to me for your specific group. But like I said, you may be mixing and mingling. You may take this from your aunt, as in like your aunt gave you some advice, and then your brother gave you some advice, and then your friend gave you some, and a coworker, and this, and you're adding and mixing them together to find the perfect combination for you. But it also, at the end of the day, is very specific to you because you're adding your own energy, your own values, ideas, enthusiasm, and love is going to be created in this new career opportunity that you're almost making it happen yourself. Like you're almost making this yourself, like you're brewing it up. So I feel like it's not something that's going to necessarily be handed to you, but rather that you're going to make it happen. And I don't feel like it's one opportunity. Like I said, you're mixing and mingling. So it's going to be several different things that you're changing up here, versus one big shift or one journey or quest. Like if you've ever played like certain video games, it makes me think of like you have a whole quest log rather than one specific quest and journey that you're going on. Like the overarching journey is career, but like underneath that in your like quest log would be like reaching out to new people in my field, finding steady ground, finding new clarity within my space, mixing advice, putting to rest what isn't serving me or working for me anymore, that kind of thing. I feel like you just have a lot of different things that are coming in here versus one specific goal in mind. And it makes me think of that warble too, right? Like you're warbling, like you're playing around with it, weighing the pros and cons until you find that perfect mixture. And by perfect, I mean imperfect, right? Because you're being more kind to yourself on this journey as well. So yeah, already loving this. I feel like we're just like flying through your pile. So I want to look deeper. We're going to look into one of these specific cards, and then we're also going to look into a watercolor affirmation, and then move on to your charm cast and your yes or no question and timing elements. There's still quite a bit we're going to get into here, but I feel like we're already flying through yours in comparison to some of the other piles, so that may even resonate for you in that way. So first off, we have 2 different cards showing up here with, first off, move. A rolling stone gathers no moss, so it doesn't have the ability to grow because it's just going to continue to just sit there. And then on top of that, we have beginnings. Don't be afraid to start small. So like I said, it's a quest log. You're doing a lot of different things. So you're going to be taking on small little steps, but those are going to make a big overarching difference in your career. And we almost see that here, right? Like there's a big arch, but you're making lots of little choices within this tree that you're branching out in. So I really like that idea of that. Move a rolling stone, it gathers no moss. So it's about just getting started, just start making those decisions, reach out to people, but you can take it small. I also think it's interesting that we got both the moon and the sun with this Two of Pentacles, because it's making me think that things are going to continue to rotate from day to day. So I feel like we're going to see more with your timing element here later on, but I do think that this is going to be something that's going to take, it's not going to happen all in one day. You're not just going to quit your job and move on to the new thing. I think it's going to be small changes that you're making and small opportunities that you're going to be taking that are going to make a bigger overarching difference. And honestly, that's come up in almost all three piles. Sometimes they're very I'm just going to jump into it, but I think yours is going to be small little choices that you're going to be making that are mixing this pot together. And this 31 is throwing kind of me into this idea of thinking that it has more to do with months. We have 8 showing up here as well, so that may resonate for the pile recently that also got the number 8. If you watched pile 1 or 2, I don't remember which one got it. But let's go ahead and pull your affirmation. So group 3. Ooh, you got so many. Let's try again. I might take this one because it fell that way. So we have go your own way. Interesting. Go your own way. That makes me think more of that. Am I singing my song? Go your own way. So there might be a bit of resistance from certain people in your life right now that you're having to protect yourself against. Start making your own decisions. Start doing your own thing. Because I do feel like there might be people in your life that are trying to influence what you're doing. But it's about making sure to just go with what really is resonating for you and trying it out. Just playing around. Like I said, play is a big part of this. Just feeling playful, feeling imaginative, allowing yourself to play within your career. It doesn't have to be so serious and adult. It can be a playful space as well. But with all of the cards pulled here, we're going to go ahead and cast on them. But before I do, feel free to like this video if you're enjoying it so far. That makes a huge difference for this channel, and I appreciate it so much. Thank you to everyone who's liked the video thus far, if you're enjoying it, that is. And also, as always, take time to see what comes up for you, especially after I pulled the charms as well, because there's going to be small little hints and things that I may say a specific oracle message, but you might look at a bird charm and see something very different. So see what comes in. Your intuition is just as important, if not more important, in these readings than what I'm picking up. So see what comes through and we'll work together here. But I think that's always important because sometimes, we take readers so seriously, and I think it's really important that you listen to your own intuition too and see what comes in. But with that said, let's go ahead and let you send your energy into these charms, and we'll go ahead and mix them up and cast them on the cards. So here we are, group 3. All right, I didn't feel a ton of charms for your pile, but I'm going to cast this one again because I feel like since it's rolling, we're going to put it there. So we have Taurus showing up here. It's off the board, and I'm going to zoom you in so you can see first before I start talking on in here. But we have Taurus showing up here, so it could be that this has to do with the Taurus in your life that may be coming in to help on this situation. Tauruses can be very resourceful, very good with money and stuff like that. I personally am a Taurus, so I could say that I'm pretty good with my money, but it doesn't necessarily mean that all Tauruses are. So see how it resonates, but you have Taurus coming in here. It also says trustworthy on the back. We also have more earthy element coming in here with do the best you can today while honoring the progress you've made so far. And underneath that you have the river stone. So what makes me think with this specific stone is it talks about a river is going to continue to push over a stone, push it down and erode it over time. So it can smooth out what isn't working. It's interesting too that you have that near the burial ground as well. So it's making me think that you're smoothing things over because the progress that you're making every time, you make something that doesn't work for you, that's just another part that you're refining down the stone until it becomes something smooth and clear and understandable versus rough and rocky. So allow yourself to move through those emotions, those frustrations, and use it as a catalyst to make this adventure more smooth and get you to where you really want to go. We also have two different letters showing up here. We have the letter N showing up here near this little warble. So that could be someone's name or something else that's making you think of like this, am I singing my song? We also have the letter E showing up here, which is interesting too because it's on a whole bunch of, and here, let me see if I can get it to focus. It's also on a bunch of birds right here as well. So there's a whole bunch of birds sitting here. So there's definitely something with N and E or E and N with birds. So that could be maybe signs from spirit or signs from your spirit guides or something like that. But it also could just be someone in your life that feels very free, or that they use their voice a lot, a great communicator that may be coming in there. We have the some people, I thought this was interesting. I did a poll on my Instagram stories the other day for my Monday little Instagram stories that I do, and this one kept coming up for a lot of people that they felt very called to it, and some people saw it as a dagger, others as like a jousting stick. So see what comes in for you, like I said. But this personally is a icicle charm. This is about being prepared, because if you guys have ever seen icicles, they are absolutely beautiful, but they also, when it starts to get warm out, they can be very dangerous if you're not looking where you're going. So this is about preparation. So there's something about needing to prepare for this new career, these new steps that you're taking. So as beautiful as they are, there may be things that you need to still refine, and that's going to continue to happen. You're going to find even more clarity because we have here the sun charm showing up again. So we have two things about sun. So bringing in more joy, more excitement, and more sacred play into this space, bringing your inner child into it as well. Because we also have the star showing up here, which is like a sunny star near the go your own way. So yeah, there's a lot about like clearing things up, clarity, so you can just get started, get rolling. So yeah, those are all of the charms that are showing up here. We're going to go ahead and, or I'm going to go ahead rather, and pick up all of this so we can move on to the last portion of your reading. All right, we're all set up and ready to go. So I'm going to do your timing element here last, because first we're going to look into your yes or no question. So feel free to send your yes or no question in. It could be something about the cards or about what we've talked about in this reading or something else, but we're going to be looking into that. It's going to be kind of majority rules here, since this is a collective reading. But if you are ready, here we go. Group 3, the answer to their question is... And we have it sort of between maybe and no. So it's kind of like a wishy-washy maybe/no. So see how that resonates for you. It may just be that a lot of them kind of fell in between, but there you are. And let's look into your timing element. So how many months this may take, how many days, weeks. Like I said earlier, it felt very like with that 31 and the 8 may have been coming through for you, but let's see. Group 3 timing. So we also have the number 4. So see how that resonates for you. We have the number 4. So this could be the 4th month. This could be 4 months from now. This could be 4 days. See how it resonates for you and where you are in your life. But there you are with the number 4. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please be sure to give it a like if you did enjoy it and liked it. I appreciate it so much. Also, let me know in the comments down below how this resonated for you. I love to hear your thoughts. I love to see what you're mixing and mingling in your life and how this is resonating for you. So let me know in the comments down below any feedback. And also, if you are new to the channel and maybe this is one of your very first readings here with me, welcome for one. And also, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. If you are enjoying this space and you want to join this Kindred Spirit community, definitely feel free to subscribe. Also, hit the notification bell if you've been here for a while so you can stay updated on the readings I put up. But I do put them up every single Monday, so there's usually 4 readings a month that you can enjoy here. Sorry, I'm losing my voice a bit here, but The last thing I wanted to say is just thank you so much for being so wonderful lately. A lot of you have been so wonderful with the different offerings that I've been putting out, and especially since we're hitting the holidays, I haven't had as many to put out lately. But thank you to everyone who has been sending in tips down below, and I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.